I'm hoping our next guest isn't waiting next to me with a bucket of ice. Instead, I'm guessing she's brought along a bucket full of local entertainment ideas. Art Zone's Nance Guppy is here.
So
always love having you here.
Love being here. And of course, I'm not going to dump you with ice. I'm going to give you something a little bit later, but we'll get to that. Right?
Okay. Well, we're going to dive in then first with all of your arts and entertainment news. Starting with something from the National Geographic. What's this?
Yeah, so it's called the National Geographic Live Programming, and they are celebrating their 26th season at Benaroya Hall. So it's a lecture series on topics that have to do with the natural world. A friend and I bought passes this year. It's really fun. So coming up on May is Earth After Dark, and that guy right there, the speaker, Babak Tafreshi, he's a photographer, he's a science journalist, and an amateur astronomer. And he takes pictures of the night sky from notable landmarks all over the planet.
Look at this.
So Babak will give a presentation. He'll show pictures, maybe some video. It's about 75 minutes long, the conversation, followed by a Q&A with the audience. There's something about this event. Like I've said, I've gone to all 5 or 6 of them. It's a wonderful way to learn stuff, and there's no test at the end.
Ooh!
You can walk out of Benaroya, you can forget everything you just learned, but it's really a fun thing, and the whole thing is packed. It's a really popular event. And this one happens May 11, 12, and 13, Earth After Dark.
Okay, I'm putting that on my calendar.
Good.
Next, silent song.
Yes, so speaking of photography, there is a great exhibit at Cascadia Art Museum in Edmonds. I've talked about this place a lot. It's called Silent Songs, the Photography of Josel Namkung. So Josel was one of the Pacific Northwest's most accomplished photographers. He excelled in both color and black and white photography, and that's incredible.
Absolutely.
So he was also a classically trained musician, and he said this line, he quote, "My photography is very strongly based on music." Now, I don't know exactly what that means, and the curator, David Martin, could speak to it with much more knowledge, but here's my theory. Just like musical notes on a page kind of make up a phrase that we can hear, when Josel would frame up an image with his camera, he was kind of capturing the notes he was seeing, whether it was water, rocks, or trees. So it's kind of creating a visual phrase. That's my theory anyway. It's really, the work is absolutely beautiful, and he's no longer with us, so it's really fun to see an artist that is not making new work anymore. So to go and see it, it's great through May 18th up at the Cascadia Art Museum.
Yeah, those images were really beautiful.
I'd love to have in my house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nocturnal is next, watercolor painting.
Yeah, so this is another lovely exhibit. It's by the plein air watercolorist Ina Shi. Plein air just means painting on site. If you're painting a river, you're looking at the river, you're not looking at a photo. So I love paintings that feature places I know. There's something very comforting to me about that. Ina does it very well. So in this show, she has focused on the darkness of night in the bouncing colors of the streets in Bremerton and other towns that reveal a really vibrant side of her local community. And she uses a technique, it's called alla prima, which is Italian for at first attempt. So she alternates between multiple brush strokes loaded with different colors and consistencies, so her brush is really packed out with color. And then it really creates this striking contrasts and dramatic shifts. The upshot is that the paintings are very energetic and very alive. You can feel the energy of what you're looking at. So Nocturnal opens May 2nd at CVG Gallery in Bremerton. Again, so that's a good little ferry ride,
yes,
right?
so many things I want in my house someday.
Yes, I know. Right.
Sandbox Radio Live is next, a radio show performed in front of a live audience.
Yes, so this is really all about the magic of storytelling. And Sandbox Radio Live, it really reminds me of kind of a local version of Prairie Home Companion. Do you remember that show? It was on for 40 years on NPR. Garrison Keillor was a big deal.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, it was great. So this is that's Leslie Law and Richard Ziman, the two little dancing couple. They are the creators of it. So this is a variety show for the ears, like you said, performed in front of a live audience, and I think we're going to hear a little bit of a past one.
Yay!
Yeah. It's just
fun.
And so every performance, there's music, there's sketches, readings, and then sound effects created by the people on stage, real human beings, top-notch talent and actors. It's just a hoot. So the next sandbox, it happens on Sunday, May 4th at Seattle's Town Hall. And two of the musical guests are the Love Markets and the Half Brothers. And both of those are worth the price of admission alone. So it's really fun. It's just a communal event. That's how I would say about it. It's really fun.
The energy there, I mean,
totally.
Being a part of that live would be so fun.
Yeah.
And then next you have a concert in memory of Charles R. Cross, right, at the Moore Theater.
Yes. So very special evening in honor of Charles. He was a beloved and renowned author and music journalist who died suddenly last August 2024. So a team of folks spearheaded by Charles' very good friend Nicole John Severs right there have put together a terrific evening of music called Dreaming in Analog. So the impressive lineup includes Nancy Wilson right there of Heart with Charles. He wrote a book about Heart. Sir Mix-a-Lot, Chris Ballou of Presidents of the United States of America. The event is going to be emceed by John Richards of KEXP, and it's a ticketed event, and the proceeds will go to the Charles R. Cross Music Writers Grant to benefit up-and-coming journalists. So it's really going to be a lovely evening to remember Charles and celebrate great music. And so it happens Friday, May 9th at the Moore Theater, and there are still some tickets available for that.
Okay, good. Yeah. And that's coming up.
Yeah.
Wow, you always have the best ideas and things to do going into the weekend.
I do.
And
now
what I've been staring at, and I've been smelling some tequila.
So as we all know, coming soon, a couple weeks, is Cinco de Mayo, May 5th. And I didn't know this, but it's a commemoration of the Mexican Army's victory over the French forces at the Battle of Puebla on May 5th, 1862. Now it's also, that's a reenactment of that. So it's also a vibrant celebration of Mexican-American culture with parades and festivities and music, and of course food and drink.
Of course.
Now my favorite Cinco de Mayo drink has to be a margarita, and I have been bragging to you and to the New Day crew, specifically Derek, about my margarita recipe, which is really my sister's, for a year, and it's time to put up or shut up. And so I have put together some beautiful margaritas, and Derek
is coming in hot.
Okay, come on, babe, and we're gonna take a little taste of this.
Yes, cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Happy early Cinco de Mayo.
Yep.
Let's see.
Let's see how it goes. Ooh,
delish.
What do you think?
What's your sister's name? We gotta give her a shout out.
Anne Baumgartner, and she's not a big, huge drinker, not like me. But so let me just tell you, it's a third lime juice, a third triple sec or Cointreau. I do triple sec, and 2/3 tequila. That's it. That's it. And I put it in the freezer, get it really cold.
Yes.
Then on ice. And I would love to enjoy this, but you know what? This would put me out for the rest of the day. Now, for you guys, it's going to be kind of a slow day, I think, as a result. And there's extra, so there's the rest for the crew or anyone else in the building who would like a margarita.
Well, thank you so much. Cheers, Nancy. We love having you on, and we'll have all the links to all these events on our website, and you can find Art Zone on Seattle Channel 21 as well as streaming.